back once again. It's WHCR 90.3 FM. You tuned in to Equilibrium Radio. We are adults who love hip-hop. That's what it is. I'm your host, Kwame Veer. Along with me, we have Chris Breezy.
1, 2, 3. It's Q on 90.3. I'm sorry.
All right. Also, we have Priest Forever.
As we continue on.
And we have Young D Nasty.
Hey yo, this rap is like ZD. We on 90.3. Radio, not the TV.
I have no hook for you. Big shout out to Miss Nene, Rock Belushi, and all folks past and future. In any case, if you got any questions, any comments, any shout outs, anything on your mind you'd like to get off your mind, the number here is 212-491-4685. That is the number to reach out to us live and direct here in Harlem on a Monday night. That's what it is. We gotta let you know what's been played so you know what you heard in the background. I'll pass it to Chris Breezy. Go ahead, girl.
Yes, no love. Yes, that no greater love. Blue in Exile, Below the Heavens. And we started off the last segment with Common, the Dreamer, on Think Common / Universal Records. Then that was followed by the Homegirls Queen Cash, Polaris, and Liquid, also known as New. And the song was called She's Got Skills. After that, we had Kendrick Lamar with Cut You Off on Top Dog Entertainment. Then we had Sean Don with Skylines on Golden Era, followed by The Locksmith, and the name of the song is called Devil's Lasso on Blue Rock. After that, we had Mark Ronson featuring Mos Def on The Run, followed by Pharoah Monch's version of Welcome to the Terror Dome on SRC. After that, we had Ninth Wonder featuring Rhapsody and Erykah Badu, 20 Feet Tall on Justice League.
All right, cool. So that's how the music was just a little bit earlier. So this morning I woke up and I went to my social media, and there was a big hubbub, a big buzz about a performance that happened at some place somewhere. And they had a hologram of Tupac performing live on stage with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And I'm like, come on, B. Come on.
That ain't the
Get out of here with that. Now, I watched it just to actually cure my curiosity because I wasn't going to entertain the idea, but I said, you know what? This is one of those times where you have to be open-minded, Kwame. So go and watch the thing. I watched it and I thought, wow, how come we haven't found the killer of this man? How come we can make holograms, but we can't do proper police work?
Oh man.
So that's what I would like to talk about. I would like to talk about proper police work because it's quite obvious proper police work doesn't happen when it comes down to when the victim is a person of color.
No, I mean that's what it is, But
I'm sorry, I just moved off my topic, but I'm just saying. Come on. Hologram.
What did you feel about the hologram, Chris?
I felt like, why? Like,
really?
I just, it didn't thrill me, it didn't do anything for me. Like, I couldn't see myself being at Coachella, screaming at, You know what? You know when holograms work? I like the Gorillas.
Yes.
That's when holograms work. The whole concept of we're not going to show you our faces, we're going to rap, and we're going to just show you these cartoons. That's hot. I like that. That's creative. But this was like...
Okay.
It just didn't thrill me. I mean, it didn't thrill me.
What did you think about it, D?
Honestly, I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen everybody posting the link saying this, saying that. I'm just like, really? Like, a hologram of Tupac? Word? Like,
it's like...
Why?
And the hologram was like 6'5", as big as Snoop.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute,
wasn't even that tall.
He was like, maybe 5'7".
That's like Suge's height. Suge Pac on stage. What's wrong with you, son?
Well, okay, I saw it, And a friend of mine explained to me that this has been going on in Japan for quite some time. Rather than have a group, they'll do the music and have the hologram put on performances.
The Gorillas, Dan the Automator, he's
Okay.
Japanese. That's where,
Right.
that's why I said that's where that works.
See, my thing about it is this. It's first of all, I've played at Coachella. You got to think about the crowd that comes to Coachella. It's not
Who is the
necessarily
crowd that comes to Coachella?
It ain't the crowd that bought Tupacalypse Now. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Okay.
Very eccentric.
So it's a very eclectic crowd.
Where's
that comes to
Coachella at?
It's in California.
Oh, it's in
It's
California.
about an hour and a half north of Los Angeles.
Okay.
Right up the freeway, and it's a beautiful festival. I mean, we played. It's a beautiful festival, but and you get all kinds of acts out there. Either way, it was a Snoop and Dre performance, and they had the hologram of Tupac. Here's my thing about it. It's a statement on the music industry when you would rather continue to give platforms to dead rap artists than encourage or give a platform to new ones. And it's no disrespect to Tupac, Biggie, or any other rapper that's passed away. But,
Or been murdered.
right. And, it's just saying they can make more money they can continue to make more money off this entity that he is in his death than they ever could have made from him in life. And that is a statement. He's worth more dead than alive. Biggie is worth more to the record company dead than alive. So they'll continue to do this and exploit this man's image and everything else. And, people may think it's cool. I just don't think that, I'd rather see them give some new artists that same kind of platform, man. It's crazy. Was it entertaining? I mean,
I guess
that's
if I
your
was
thing.
there,
you
if I was
can
there,
stay
maybe I'd
home
be
and
like-
watch cartoons. You know what? To be honest with you, I found the YouTube video of Bert and Ernie doing Annie Up more entertaining. That was actually more entertaining to me than what I saw on the Tupac thing on Coachella. And it's it was cool. I mean, but it's a show, so you're supposed to have things in your show, and that's what Dre and them did. So I'm not mad at them, but I just think that we have to acknowledge that it's been 13 years since this man passed away.
I think
16.
Since
Okay,
he was
16,
murdered.
him and Biggie.
I would use the right word, murdered.
Okay, and
15, 16.
it's the same 12 rappers for the last 10 years. So I just think that, at some point we have to open it up and give more light to
2
other.
Chainz.
Okay, well, I
buy it, I spin
To
it.
the boy.
that's a whole nother thing, because that to me is
Don't
just
get your money,
that's the
little
dumbing
duffel bag
down
boy.
of a whole generation. You got a whole generation out there that you raising on slave rap, and that's the only thing I can call it is slave speak rap, because
Slave speak rap.
yeah,
crazy,
because
that-
really, no, I mean
that's like me
You watch
disliking-
MTV, they didn't even used to play black artists on MTV. Like, you could not be a black
Yeah.
artist and get your video played on MTV.
When was this?
Not that long ago.
No.
Not that long ago. Not as long as y'all would think, okay? But now, you watch MTV and it's like, you are seeing, they look like they just pulled them out the fields, took the potato sack and cotton sack off their back, gave them a mic and a gold chain, and put them in front of
rap,
the camera.
boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You is free
But
now.
but you
Free
gotta
now.
think about
You
who's
freestyle.
think about who's watching this and
Yeah.
whose perception this is leading to. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So yeah, we got Tupac holograms at Coachella.
I have a question that's actually related to that. Do you guys see this may actually become a trend?
Oh,
Lord.
listen, if they just introduced it and it's, if we say it's hot, it's a lot of people saying it's hot. Listen, they're going to bring back Clark Gable, and they're going to put him in a new movie in a couple of years as a hologram.
They already
They
did that.
they already
They did
did
that
that?
with Al Pacino. Did a movie called Simone. And
Simone was
it was stood for Sim 1, and the character of Simone was simulated all through the movie. So they already did that. And the Actors Guild want bananas about it. The Screen Actors Guild want bananas. They did everything they could do to shut down the movie because they're like, listen, we're not having it. You won't have digital actors take real actors' jobs. Now, will people in hip-hop say, hey, okay, Pac was dope, but, you know, let's make some room. Will that happen? No, because cats in hip-hop, you know.
All right, well,
The whole thing about the Tupac hologram reminds me of that Jadakiss line so much, though. What you brought up about it. You know, dead rappers get better promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's real.
I'm wondering, just like, you know, if I'm, you know, just in case, you know, I pay like $100 for a Kanye show, and I go up and I show up, and is it gonna be a Kanye hologram? Like,
yes.
I'd be tight.
It's gonna be a RoboCop.
It's coming. It wouldn't surprise me, and I wouldn't be mad at Kanye for doing it.
You know
I would
what?
be mad at the people who paid for that.
You know what? You know what's gonna happen? There'll be a Kanye hologram, and he'll get up and interrupt the hologram like, "Yo, son, I see what you're trying to do, but I'm here now."
Yeah.
So
he gonna be like, yo, hologram Kanye, hologram me, I'm gonna let you finish. But Obi-Wan Kenobi was a doper hologram, son. And then he gonna shrug and walk away.
yeah, I can see it happening.
And say, Kanye, how could you be so heartless?
Exactly.
Kanye is hilarious,
Word
man.
up.
You know, I love Kanye West, man, because he's
too.
entertaining. You know what I mean?
That kid correct.
The president of the United States called you a jackass. You know, you gotta just, you gotta roll with this, man. This
Word.
dude, he's entertaining, if nothing else, man.
Well, you know what? We're gonna get back into the music.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you're tuned into Equilibrium Radio. We are adults who love hip hop, and that's what it is. I'm gonna play a request. DJs aren't supposed to do that, but
No, DJs are supposed to play requests. When they're on point, if you're a talented DJ, you work that request into your rotation. Now, if you're at a club, you can't play every request, of course.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I DJ at a club, I sit there and go, okay, I got you. And I keep playing what I'm going to play anyway.
Just don't mess the record up.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah,
Especially
you know.
if it's live.
But
yeah. So we're gonna get back into
we
it.
play requests because we represent the community that listens to our show. And if you listen to our show and you request something and we have it, we get it on. How many hip-hop stations in New York can do that? How many stations in New York are authentic hip-hop? Just think about it. How much work in the woodchuck?
This is Equilibrium Radio.
You can't even get them on the phone down the dial, man. Just saying. You get a machine, a voicemail.
Can you say the part? Can you say the part so I can play the record, man?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say it and then you
Go ahead,
interrupted me.
man. Go ahead.
This is Equilibrium Radio. We are adults who love hip hop. We're going to get back into it right now. Later.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.